Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Dorothea from Croby Patterns and today I'm going to show you how to make a very basic beginner-friendly crochet baby teething ring. We will be using simple crochet stitches and techniques and I'm going to show you step by step how to make this baby teething ring from start to finish. I would like to quickly mention that you can find the written instructions for this project alongside a lot of other crochet ideas and tutorials on my blog Croby Patterns. The link is in the description box down below. This pattern is also available as an inexpensive ad-free, beautifully designed printable PDF file that you can find and download in my shops on Etsy, Ravelry and Love Crochet. The patterns that are with ads available for free on my blog and are also available in my pattern shops as a PDF files usually include something extra, and this project is not an exception. It includes the instructions for the teething ring entirely covered with the crochet fabric, and as you can see here, the fabric has a little more texture than the fabric on the one we will be making today, but it's still soft enough so it doesn't hurt the gum. If you end up buying any of my crochet patterns, thank you so much, it really means a lot. With your help, I can buy new yarn and create even more crochet patterns, so thank you. Now let me show you what you will need for this tutorial. You will need some Aran weight yarn. I will be using Paintbox Cotton Aran, which is 100% cotton yarn. I chose two colors, Pillar Red 615, which is a vibrant red color, and Vanilla Cream 608, which is a beautiful beige color. I would recommend you to use cotton yarn if possible because it works great if you have to make all your stitches really tight as we will do here, and cotton does not shed, which means that the fibers will not start falling off and baby will not swallow them during the play with the ring. Also, cotton yarns are very forgiving yarns and you can usually wash it whichever way you prefer and it does not need any special care. But because we will be making a toy that goes into mouth all the time, I would recommend you to use the yarn that does not stain. The cotton yarns are available in a great selection of colors, but some of them are leaving color the first or even the first couple of times you wash them, so beware of that as well. You will also need a wooden ring. Make sure you're using a high quality, nicely sanded and cleaned wooden ring. The diameter of my wooden ring is 6.5 centimeters or 2.5 inches and the thickness of it is 0.8 centimeters or 0.3 inches. The next thing you will need is 3.5 millimeter or E4 crochet hook. Mine is with a plastic handle, which will come in handy later when we will have to fill our crochet balls with a synthetic stuffing. You will also need a pair of scissors, a small amount of synthetic stuffing, a yarn needle, which is missing here, sorry guys, 2 stitch markers or at least one. The crochet balls are made in continuous rounds. These techniques make your rounds a little difficult to count, so I would recommend you to use a stitch marker to indicate your first stitch of each round, just to keep track of your rounds. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make and attach the crochet fabric to the wooden ring, how to make crochet ball and stuff it with synthetic fibers, how to make a simple strap, and how to assemble all the pieces together. We will start with a simple crochet fabric that we will later attach to the wooden ring. For this part, I will be using a small amount of red yarn. Create a slip knot. Insert the hook into the loop and pull the yarn. Make sure the loop is not too tight and it can easily slide up and down along the crochet hook. Our first step is to make a foundation chain. Mine will be 13 chains long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. You can continue adding chains to achieve the desired length. The length of the foundation chain minus one chain will represent the length of the fabric, so how far around the fabric will go or how much of the ring will it cover. Now skip the first chain and start in the second one. Insert the hook into the chain, grab the yarn on the other side, pull the yarn through, you have 2 loops on your crochet hook, yarn over and pull the yarn through both loops on your crochet hook. We call this stitch single crochet stitch. Insert the marker, Now continue working single crochet stitches until you reach the end of your foundation chain. Make sure the stitches are nice and tight. Now that our first row is complete, chain 1, turn the row, start in the first one and work 1 single crochet into each of next 12 stitches. The number of stitches in this row and all the following rows has to be the same as in row 1. In my case, that would be 12 stitches in total. From now on is very simple. Repeat row 2 as many times as you need to cover the ring, so to be able to join both ends of the fabric together. In my case, that's 5 more times, so 7 rows in total. But if you have a wooden ring that is larger than mine or even smaller, you will have to adapt the number of rows to achieve the desired length of the fabric. You can stop the video here and meet me back when you finish all the rows. Now cut the yarn, make sure you leave a long tail. Take a yarn needle, place the fabric on the wooden ring and sew both ends of the fabric together. Make sure the fabric is sitting on the ring tight enough to prevent it from sliding up and down along the ring. Hide all the ends and the main part is now complete. Now let me show you how to make a crochet ball. The next step is to create 3 small crochet balls. Mine are filled with a small amount of synthetic fibers. You can also use yarn ends, leftovers from some of your previous projects. I would not recommend using wooden beads or anything similar to that to put inside crochet balls just to prevent any accidents. I've made 3 crochet balls that are exactly the same size and shape. 2 of them are in beige and 1 of them in red color. I will start with a magic ring. If you are not familiar with the magic ring technique, jump to the video linked in the right top corner of this video or in the description box below, where you can learn more about the magic ring. If you don't like the magic ring technique, don't worry. You can also make 2 chains and start in the second chain from the hook, then work all stitches from round 1 into that second chain. Then continue with the pattern as you would normally do. But if you started with a magic ring, wrap the yarn around your hand, chain 1 to secure the magic ring and work 6 single crochet stitches into that magic ring. Don't forget to place a marker into the very first stitch of the round. The balls are made in continuous rounds or also called in spiral. There is no need to join each round with a slip stitch, but crocheting around and around creating a spiral shape. This technique makes your rounds a little difficult to count, so I would recommend you to use a stitch marker to indicate your first stitch of each round, just to keep track of your rounds. Now that round 1 is complete, so you've made all 6 single crochet stitches into the magic ring, pull the yarn tail and close the magic ring. Do not cut the yarn tail just yet, we will use it to entirely close the magic ring hole at the end of round 2. Continue working in continuous rounds and work 2 single crochet stitches into each of next 6 stitches. That will give us 6 additional stitches in this round, so you will have to end this round with 12 stitches in total. Make sure you do not forget to mark your first stitch of this round. Now pull the loop on your crochet hook and make it a little bit bigger. You can also insert the marker into that loop just so your work, your stitches, won't start to unravel while you will be working on closing the hole in the middle of the magic ring. Now take a yarn needle, use the yarn tail that has left from the magic ring, and with a few very tight stitches, close the opening. It's very important that we make all the stitches reasonably tight just to prevent fiber stuffing coming out of the crochet ball. Insert the hook into the loop and continue crocheting 1 single crochet stitch into each of next 12 stitches. Repeat the round 2 more times. You can pause the video here and meet me back when you complete all 3 rounds of single crochet stitches. The next round is a little bit more complicated. We have to lose 6 stitches. That's why we will join 2 and 2 stitches together with a single crochet 2 together stitch. Now insert the hook into the first stitch and pull the loop through. Insert the hook into the next one, pull the loop through. Yarn over and pull the loop through all the loops on your crochet hook. Repeat this stitch 5 more times. All you have to do now is to fasten off, then cut the yarn. Make sure you leave a long tail for sewing. Take some synthetic toy stuffing and start stuffing the crochet ball. You can use a handle of your crochet hook or scissors. It creates friction and it makes it very easy to push the stuffing inside the crochet ball. Take a yarn needle, use the yarn tail, and sew all the remaining stitches on the top of the crochet ball together. Again, make sure all the stitches are nice and tight. Also, now would be the best time to hide any large holes that might left between stitches along the way. Just go between them with a yarn needle and close them. Repeat all the steps for the other 2 crochet balls and you are almost done. Now we are going to make 3 simple cords. Mine will be same colors as crochet balls. To make a cord, chain 18. Leave a long tail at the beginning and at the end of the chain. Now attach one side of the cord to the crochet ball. The other tail has to go through the middle of the wooden ring first, then attach it to the crochet ball. Make sure all the parts are carefully assembled together and can't be divided from the main part very easily. Please have in mind that the toy has to be kids friendly. Tell the parents that it's very important, even though you went through the toy with your yarn and a needle for 1,000 times, to check on the toy and the baby if all the parts are still at their place to prevent any accidents. Repeat all the steps for other 2 crochet balls and cords and you are done. Okay guys, that would be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the post notifications. You have to click on the little bell next to the subscribe button so you will always know when I post something new. Especially because I don't have a schedule, I post my videos when I finish them, so when they are ready. You guys are super talented and I really enjoy watching your work and see how creative you all are. So make sure you use #CrobyPatterns on Instagram if you decide to use any of my crochet patterns. A big thank you to all of you who are buying my crochet patterns. You guys are just the best. Don't forget to say hello in the comments below. Have a wonderful day, happy crocheting, and until next time, bye!